Hey everyone! Welcome to today's video. So I recently made a couple of purchases on JetPens.com as well as Amazon.com for some new stationery that I was either needing or wanting to try. So I just wanted to share with you and unbox everything with you so that we can all just take a look at everything together. So let's go ahead and open up these packages. So I'll go ahead and just start with this box since I already had it open because I had a couple of other things that I ordered from Amazon that are unrelated to stationery. So when I got this one, then I just went ahead and opened it and took those items out and left the stationery. So in this package, I got this new set of the ZIG Pastel pens. So earlier in the spring, then I actually ordered I believe it was the 36 original set of these pens. But recently I saw that they came out with this pastel version, which I really wanted to get my hands on and try. So I went ahead and ordered these off of Amazon. And then the other item in this box is the set of Monami 3000 small brush pens. So I was interested in trying a new set of smaller brush pens since I feel like the majority of the ones out there are quite large. So I wanted to go ahead and try these as well. The other half of the Amazon order that I placed is in this envelope here. It looks like the packaging is just a little bit wonky, and so the brushes are spilling out a little bit. But as far as from what I can tell, then the pens look just fine. So that's really all that matters. These are the ZIG Brushables double-sided brush pens, which I've had my eye on for a very long time, but I feel like they're possibly starting to phase them out. They're a little bit more difficult to find now. Unfortunately, this pack itself was very expensive on Amazon. It was around $90 for 24 pens. But these are dual-ended brush pens, and unlike other brush pens, then they have different colors on each end. So technically you're getting 48 different colors, which I suppose for the price tag of $90, then that's understandable, but I wanted to go ahead and just get these and try them out for myself before they actually get phased out because I'm not really sure what's happening with them. But over the years, then I've also just seen other bullet journalers use these pens as well, so I figured I might as well just go ahead and pick them up. Alright, so these are two packages from JetPens. I actually placed two different orders. I didn't think to place it all together, so that's why I have two separate packages. I'll go ahead and start off with this one. So I got a couple of different items in this first JetPens package. The first one is this limited edition Uniball 1 6-color set in the 0.38mm size. I believe this collection is called Relaxing Summer, so it just has 6 very beautiful, muted, soft summer shades, which at this point, I mean, we're already into fall, but I mean, I wanted to go ahead and just pick it up since it's limited edition and add it to my collection. The next thing that I got was this MT washi tape. And it's just this large roll that has a bunch of different images of clips on it. So I wanted to pick this up because I thought it would be really interesting to cut out the individual clips themselves and then use it for like a scrapbooky or like collage-y style of decorating in my journal, as if like I'll paste like a picture of something in there and then cut out the shape of the clip and then like put it on top of it as if the picture is clipped into my journal, if that makes any sense. So I just thought that that would be a very cute thing to have and just a nice way to add a little bit more decoration to my journals. The next item I got are these new Zebra Mildliner mix pens. So it just comes with 6 different pens, and then it has like this duotone look to it. So on one half of the pen, then it's like a darker color, and then the other half is like a slightly lighter or a different color completely. So I wanted to go ahead and get these just to try it out. I think it'll create some really interesting blends. It'll create some interesting effects with like writing or doodling. And then the last item from this package is this Monami highlighter set. So this is the Gray Mood color selection. It just comes with 6 different colors, and I just thought they were really beautiful. It's kind of like a muted color scheme, so I wanted to go ahead and give these a try. I haven't really heard anything about these, but the colors were really speaking to me, so I figured I would go ahead and just pick them up and try them myself. So the final package that I got from JetPens, this one was actually the one that I was waiting for, and it just got here this morning. It's actually a couple of journals. So these are the 2 journals that I got from JetPens. They're just the Leuchtturm1917 A5 dotted journals. I just got them in 2 different colors, and the reason why I actually got these is because I decided that I want to restructure my journaling a little bit. As some of you may know, what I considered my dump journal, which were the B5 notebook therapy journals that I've had recently, then I basically used that for video ideas, like my monthly theme ideas, as well as any pen reviews that I have on my channel. All of those go in there, as well as just like normal diary entries, journal entries that I do. So I decided that I wanted to just separate the 2, and moving forward I would just dedicate the B5 journals to video ideas as well as bullet journal planning, and then I would use these A5 Leuchtturms for my actual journaling. So that's the reason behind these. Alright, so now that everything is unboxed, then I will go ahead and move on to the swatches. So as I mentioned earlier, then I will go ahead and just swatch everything out in my B5 dotted journal. So I actually recently finished my B5 notebook therapy dotted journal. As some of you may be familiar with it, it was that olive green journal that I had. But today I will be opening this new Archer and Olive B5 dotted journal. But this will be the first time that I am using this journal, which is very exciting. So let's go ahead and get to swatching. Alright, so here are the Monami Live Color markers. As you would have seen, then it has a small chisel tip. It is quite thin compared to other highlighters, and then it also has a fine point tip on the other end. I really love the colors. I think that it is a very beautiful color scheme, and the pigmentation is quite nice. I like how muted the shades are, so those are my first impressions on these Monami Live Color markers. Alright, so here are the Mildliner mixes from Zebra. As I'm sure you saw in the footage, these are some very interesting pens and I've never tried anything like it. According to the back of the box, then it says to engage ink, press nib on test paper 20 to 30 seconds. Check for ink flow on nib. So, as you would have seen in the footage, then it does take a little bit to activate the ink at first. So you just want to press down on the nib and that'll basically activate the color and pull it down to the nib so that you can use it. My first impression is I will definitely have to practice with these a little bit more. They are just the one side chisel tip, which I think will be interesting for highlighting and stuff, but it's not very practical for writing unless you turned it to the pointy end of the chisel tip. So I'll definitely play around with them. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know if this is something that is interesting to you and you would like to see a more in-depth review on this, or have you tried these already and what do you think of them? So yeah, those are the Mildliners. So let me go ahead and move on to the next set of pens. Alright, so here are the Uniball 1 limited edition relaxing summer swatches. Upon first impressions, then I do feel like these write a little bit smoother than some of the other Uniball 1 gel pens that I have. I feel like the ink flows out very nicely and a little bit more juicy compared to previous ones that I've tried. I do have to say though that a couple of these colors do remind me of one of their earlier limited edition color sets. I believe it was like one of the 3-color limited edition ones, but I do think that this is a nice color selection and they aren't as loud and in your face types of colors, but they are definitely still saturated and just more on like the muted side. So there are those. Alright, so here are the Zebra Clickart markers. Online then I've seen them advertised as the Pastel, but also the Pale collection, so just something to keep in mind if you're looking for these online. But here are all of the shades swatched out. It's a very beautiful color selection. It comes with some very beautiful light pastel shades that I feel like were missing from the original 36 set, so I'm very excited to add these to my collection. So since we are reaching the end of this page, then I'm just going to go ahead and swatch the washi tape out for you, since it seems like it should be the perfect size for that empty space. Alright, so there is the washi tape swatched out. It's very cute. I am very looking forward to using these in my journaling. Alright, so moving on to the next page for the larger pen sets. I'll go ahead and start off with the Monami markers. Alright, so here are all of these swatches for the Monami Plus pens. So in the beginning, I was under the assumption that these were small brush pens, but they are actually just normal markers. But if you hold them at a slight angle, then you are able to get a slightly thicker downstroke. So it does look like you are able to get that brush pen effect with it. So I'm very interested to continue using these and just get a little bit more experience with this type of pen. Alright, so here are all of the ZIG Brushables swatched out. If I'm being completely honest, some of the shades look like they're the same color on both ends. I feel like it's particularly noticeable with these swatches. I feel like most of them look pretty much identical. There are some that have more obvious differences, but they write very smooth, they're very vibrant, very juicy, so I am looking forward to using them some more, along with all of the other pens from today. And the washi tape, of course. So, yeah, that is it for today's haul video and swatches / first impressions. So, if there are any specific videos that you would like me to make regarding any of these pens, then please do let me know. I would love to hear from you. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!